Okay, and welcome to Buffalo, New York. More specifically, we are in, I guess, the Amherst section of Buffalo, and Mid-Fairfield 2010 is going to face off against the Niagara 2010 team from Canada. So we don't know a lot about this team. A little bit from Lucas Ruff, who played in Toronto, played against them quite a few times. But bigger team that likes to. We're going to learn just like you about this team. That win by Mid-Fairfield. Scranton dumps in. Goalkeeper. Zoo and Klingenstein out on D. Niagara with a steal. Tries to break it out through the neutral zone. Back and forth, the turnovers go in the neutral zone. And here comes Niagara. Over to Scranton, who hits the brakes, gets by his defenseman, and shoulder. Looked like Scranton didn't have any room to go and just hit the brakes and then threw his shot up. I don't know if the goalie was expecting it maybe to go over into the corner, but nonetheless, soft with Lutke and Heckel. Schwartz and O'Neill there on D. Niagara zone, Heckel gives chase. Niagara just trying to break it out. Referee got in the way. Lutke with the steal up in the air. Hannah now enters the zone, hits the brakes, throws it on net, hits off the side of the netting from a Niagara player. Lutke overskates, gains control. Schwartz now up with it, feathers it to Lutke. Lutke cross-ice pass to Correa. 19:49 left in the first period. Their share. Johnston at the face-off.
Meg was like, we're not missing this one.
And Ruff, Yoon and Klingenstein out on D. Klingenstein rushes over there, tries to get the rolling puck, unable to do so. And now on it, but Johnston's there. He feathers it back and forth. Ruff now on his horse by Johnston, though, to force the turnover. Yoon up with the puck. Back and forth, the turnovers go onto the side of Fage out in front. Looked like there was some open netting there, but Fage able to get his blocker down in the nick of time just to deflect it. So with 13:45 left in the first period, both teams with scoring chances on theirs quickly, and there's going to be an icing. So Scranton will be out there to face off. Scranton now up with the puck, surveys the breaks. Oh, and I apologize, folks, there was a penalty. Klingenstein keeps the puck in. Mid-Fairfield struggling to pass the puck behind the Niagara goalkeeper. Both teams, Heckel comes up with it. Heckel pinches in, shot! Nice save by the goalkeeper, another shot. Niagara players, I believe the net came off its mooring. So we're going to stop play here. 12:38 left in the first period. 53 seconds. So coach brings out his second power play unit. He's got Beck out there with Correa and Johnston, Schwartz and Ruff out there. Johnston at the face-off. So back out to Schwartz, who's unable to handle it cleanly but keeps it in. Johnston up with it. Johnston falls down, and Niagara throws the puck out. All right, we're going to have a penalty here. Just waiting to see who it's on. So Mid-Fairfield's going to go to the penalty box here and erase the last 42 seconds of their penalty. So Cullen Correa is going to go off for an elbow here. So Mid-Fairfield's going to have some penalty killing to do in 42 seconds. First period, Mid-Fairfield up 1-0, but shortly we'll have to go on the penalty kill. So Scranton's out there with Malefis and O'Neill and Zoo. Zoo now behind Feich, up with the puck. Oh, tried to one of his wingers. Luckily, it was forced out of the zone. Malefis sweeps away. Zoo now over to put the Niagara goalkeeper up to the task. In the first period, against Niagara will go on a power play. Win by Niagara. Grant just trying to find an open player. Gets Zoo. Zoo winds up. Shot deflected. Vinny Zoo threw a knuckler up at the goalkeeper and deflected off a couple of players, but ended up going by the goalkeeper. And that's going to be an icing on Niagara. Player tried to hit one of his teammates. It was streaking, but about a foot or two too long. So at 11, Fairfield's going to have to kill off a penalty for 109. So Hannah's at the face-off position. He's got Heckens. Shores races over, gains control of the puck, but turns his stick. That was a heavy shot. Fairfield just trying to get it out, unable to do so. Back and forth along the boards. Heckel slides the puck over to Hannah content to kill some time, leaves it for Heckel. Puck onto his stick. Shore's content to waste some time. Hits the brakes. Shore's still with the puck, dumps it behind the Niagara. Oh, stolen by Ruff. Lucas Ruff with a beautiful steal. Shot! Just missed. And now Niagara enters the mid-Fairfield zone, loose out in front. Player goes down. The Niagara defenseman up with the puck. Shot on the... Oh, and saved by Feich with a stick. Puck was bounding along the ice, and Feich managed to get a stick on it and keep it. Puck just out of the zone, and there's going to be an offside on Niagara here. 10 squads. Yanni Malefis at the center. Klingenstein and Zoo. Klingenstein up into the corner. Klingenstein slides it over to Scranton. Scranton now with a full head of trying to get by the defenseman, unable to do so. Left a beautiful pass. Tips too high, and Niagara breaks out over the center line into the mid-Fairfield zone, harassed by 3 mid-Fairfield players. Klingenstein back there. Niagara up with the puck, back and forth, the turnovers go, and that should be out of the zone for an offside. So 9:22 left in the first period, mid-Fairfield up 1-0. Early goal by Kai Scranton. Hannah at the center position. He's got Heckel on D. Lutke feathers, tries to get it to Hannah. And now here comes Niagara. Shot deflected off to the side by Feich. And mid-Fairfield looks to break it out. Lutke up the glass. 3-on-2. Schwartz back. Shot. It's stage. So mid-Fairfield battle along the board. 15 left in the first period. Aaron Correa, Klingenstein and Yoon out on D. Klingenstein with a nice play to Fairfield zone. Here comes mid-Fairfield. Turnover though at the blue or at the boards. To an open teammate. Battle along the boards. Johnston there with Yoon, I believe, and Ruff. Shot by the Niagara defenseman goes wide, way wide. Yoon now gives chase. Ruff picks up the loose pass. over to Klingenstein. Klingenstein taps it out wide. Yoon now races over and dumps the puck back into the corner. Over to Yoon. And turns it over at the blue line. So Niagara back up with the puck. Correa with a shot. Back into the corner. Scranton now up with the rolling puck. Hits the brakes. Shot by Scranton. Nice save by the goalkeeper to keep it out. Puck went bounding away. Fairfield forcing the issue. Scranton now up with it. Shot. Just a little bit wide. And O'Neill back up with it. To Vartanian, to Scranton. The near side of the goalkeeper. Heckel now up with it. Heckel surveys. He's got no one there to help him. Vinny Zhu comes by. Shift change. Heckel now fields the puck way high up in the air and throws to Ludke. He's got Heckel on his side and a shot, unable to hit the net. Fairfield had a 2-on-1 developing. Wraparound, unable to get a shot on. Puck still loose. Off into the corner. Yoon unable to keep it in the zone. Over to Schwarz. Fairfield hunting still here. Lots of sustained pressure on the Niagara goalkeeper. Niagara throws it over by their bench. Just trying to settle, he slides it over to Johnston, who gets it to Ruff, who splits the defenseman and goes down hard to the ice. So, puck slides down to Faich, who taps it over to Zhu, over to Klingenstein, temporarily, but turned back over again. Zhu now is able to just throw the puck into the corner. Lucas Ruff with a good shift here, contesting every 50-50 puck. Scranton now up with it. Scranton up with the puck. Leave it for Schwarz. Schwarz unable to handle it. Puck is loose out in front. Players battling for position. Fairfield comes up with it. O'Neill with a shot that's wide. Neutral zone by both teams, and the puck goes bounding into the Niagara zone. Malefus over in the corner with Beck. Beck throws it out to Schwarz, who's unable to get there in time. Schwarz now forced to retreat. He's got a... So 1:48 left in the first period. Fairfield's up one. Lots of up and down action from both teams here. Hannah is at the face-off. Win by Niagara. Around the face-off circle. Doesn't get a shot on the net. Klingenstein throws it back over to Hannah. Hannah up with it. Gets it to Ludke. Ludke cross-ice pass. Hits Heckel. Throws it out to Klingenstein. Klingenstein with a shot on the ice. And it's secured by the Niagara goalkeeper. Hannah at the face-off. Play by Fairfield, stolen by Hannah. Heckel now back up with it. Heckel's got Yoon, who winds, I thought he was gonna wind up. Yoon now pitches in. Yoon now behind the net. Comes Heckel now. Heckel now with the puck. Nice poke check by the Niagara player.
Nice play, Leo.
Yoon now fields the puck. Forces it into the zone. Johnston now up with the puck. Oh, Fairfield with a scoring chance there, but we're Okay, and welcome back. He's got Johnson in by Niagara. As he sweeps in, steals. So they're going to call an offside here.
Oh my God, there's
Oliver's at the center, so Martinez high up into the air. So second period. He's got Lukey there, reverses course. Klingenstein with a monster hit. Fenceman unable to do so, ridden off into the corner. Hannah tries to come over and help. Klingenstein stole the pass but threw it out, and now there's going to be an intentional offside. Win by Niagara, but stolen by Correa, who slides the puck over to Johnston. Johnston overskates, loses control, but Ruff there to tap back in. Johnston now back with the puck behind. It out in front, but only Niagara players are there. Niagara's going to have a 3-on-2 if they hustle. Schwartz recovers out to the blue line, winds up, shot! It's off a couple of players. Still loose out in front. Then Fairfield gets it. Johnston gets it over to Correa. Correa over to Ruff. Rolling puck, but it's turned over. Correa tries to field it. Niagara still with the puck. Hits the brakes. To the side by Fage. The side. Malefus now with the steal. Malefus up. Fires. And there's going to be an offside on.
didn't actually get it.
So with the red line face off, win by Niagara. Oh, stolen by Yanni Malefus with a sweet backhand beats the Niagara. Yanni Malefus, after the face-off, rushes in, splits the defenders, and backhands it past the Niagara goal. Strikes in the second period. 12:19 left in the second. So Malefus, Beck, out there. Klingenstein up with the puck. Leaves it for Beck. Beck on the side of the net. Oh, he had Scranton there. Yoon pitches in, throws it up into the corner. Puck pinned loose. Now at the face-off circle, stolen by Beck. Scranton gets it to Klingenstein, who tries to wind up, unable to get a shot on the net. Goes back over into the... Klingenstein pinches in. Yoon there to collect at the neutral zone. Yoon... Lots of turnovers in the neutral zone. Klingenstein up with it. An offside here. Unable to get out of the way. Heckel back up with the puck again, hits the brakes. He's got 3 players from Niagara hounding him. Into the neutral zone, Niagara gains control. Zhu rides out the player nicely. Good defensive play by Vinny Zhu. Puck still loose behind Faitch. Side stick check by O'Neill. Niagara zone, Heckel now up with it. Loses the handle. Control, dumps it back in. Big Fairfield goes for a shift change. Heckel on the forecheck. Turned over in the neutral zone, but back again. Ruff sweeps in, he's slashed, but an overeager mid-Fairfield play 2-0. Goals by Scranton and Malefus. So Luke had a 2-on-1 developing, but it's going to be here at 10:04 left in the second period. So Ruff will go back to the center. Win by Ruff. But Niagara with the steal, but now it's pinned up against the boards. Back and forth they go. Niagara tried. Yoon there. Up to... Gets it out of the zone. Johnston with the steal. Johnston up with the puck. Yoon now with a big shot, deflects off a couple of players, goes off the glass. Johnston actively working the puck. Finally comes loose. Yoon pinches in, but Niagara long pass. Yoon races back. And Niagara regroups in the neutral zone. Okay, and we're going to figure out what that was. Taking it at the red line, the center. Clean to get the puck into the Niagara zone. Lukey pinches in, shot, unable to hit the net. Klingenstein now up with it, unable to handle it cleanly. And there's going to be an offside on mid-Fairfield. So 8:26 left in the second period. Mid-Fairfield up 2-0. Malefus at the center. He's got Beck out there and Scranton. Win by mid-Fairfield. Klingenstein retreats, gets the puck to Zhu, who taps it in. Malefus now over into the corner, ties up the Niagara player. Malefus still working the puck. He's got Scranton over there now on the puck. Scranton up with it. Tries to slide it over to Klingenstein, but unable to do so. Mid-Fairfield's going to have to gain the zone again. Turnover in the neutral zone. There's going to be an offside. Lots of offsides so far in the first and second period. We're only halfway through the game, and there's already been about 2 games worth of that. It's like squirt hockey all over again. So win by Hanna, who's forced down to the ice. The puck goes over to Faitch. We'll stop play here at 7:55 left. At the face-off, he's got Ludke out there. Win by mid-Fairfield, stolen by Ludke, races down. Ludke tries to get by one defenseman, he's tied up. Heckel out there with him still. Heckel now slides it over to Lutke, doesn't get enough on it. Lutke now back up with the puck, behind the back pass, but nice defensive play by Niagara to deny. Heckel now to Lutke. O'Neill pinches in. But here comes Niagara. Oh, monster hit by Lutke. But Niagara now into the mid-Fairfield zone. Niagara player hits the brakes, leaves the puck behind Faitch. Niagara loses the zone, and Lutke gives chase. Lutke with an active forecheck. Cross-ice pass by Niagara, trying to beat the press, and they do. They're going to have a 3-on-2 shot. It's sticked aside by Faitch. Clutterbuck from Niagara up with the puck, but turns it over to Johnston. Johnston now loses the handle at the blue line. Nice play by Niagara to deny. Ruff with the puck now. Circles around, gets it to Correa. Correa tries to pass it over to, I believe, Shores, unable to do so. Niagara with a shot on Faitch. She's able to turn it away. Good Fairfield swept the rebound away. Johnston still all by himself. Correa finally joins him in the Niagara zone. Nice hit by Lucas Ruff to deny the pass. Lucas Ruff with a good game so far, very active. Klingenstein retreats, throws it over to Yoon. Yoon feathers it up to Ruff. Ruff gains the zone, tries to get it to Correa, unable to do so. Klingenstein forced to retreat, tries to get it over to Yoon, but now we've got a rolling puck over in the corner. Correa now up with it, surveys, long pass, gets it to Malefis. Malefis winds up. Oh, leaves a pass for Johnson, unable to get it to him. Correa dumps back in the corner. He's got Malefis behind the net. Nice play by Yoon to keep the puck in. And a turnover right in the slot. Good play by Klingenstein to deny the skating lane, and Yoon now up with it. Yoon needs some skating room. Yoon feathers it over to Scranton, who loses the handle. Back to Klingenstein, throws it over to Malefis. Yoon now up with the puck. And now Klingenstein forced to retreat into the mid-Fairfield zone. Klingenstein up with the puck. Taps it over to Beck, who gives it to Scranton. Scranton tries to leave it for Beck, but unable to do so. And there's going to be an icing on Niagara here. 4:30 left in the second period. So Hanna is going to be at the face-off. He's going to have Heckel off his left shoulder. Got Lutke out there as well. Lutke goes into the corner along with Hanna. Niagara just trying to get it out. O'Neill able to tap back in. O'Neill throws it out, leaves it for a Heckel. Back to Hanna, to Heckel. Oh, nice play by the Niagara goalkeeper. Good Fairfield with some tic-tac-toe passing, but able to keep it out. Hanna now up into the corner. Over to O'Neill, shot! And Sawyer O'Neill able to beat the Niagara goalkeeper. And so mid-Fairfield at 3:56 left goes up by 3-0 with a goal by O'Neill. So Dad was on the camera for that one, so if there was any poor video quality, you know who to blame.
First one was Yanni, right? Yanni was the first one?
Second. So it was Kai. Kai was the first, Yanni was second, and O'Neill was third. So Schwartz now up with it, leaves it for Ruff. Ruff gets by the defenseman, but hits the brakes. Leaves it for Schwartz, and it's Shot and sticked aside by the Niagara goalkeeper. Puck still loose behind the Niagara goalkeeper. Vartanian giving chase. Gets it to Correa, but only Niagara is there. High up into the air, Correa retreats, throws it over to Yoon. Yoon tries to feather it, but Niagara's there. Big hit by Correa. Niagara players feeling that, skates off. Ruff overskates it, but Shore is able to help his teammate out. Hits the brakes, gets it to Vartanian, back to Correa, over to Vartanian. Vartanian dumps it in. Mid Fairfield will go for a shift change here behind the Niagara goalkeeper who fields it. Yoon tried to catch the puck, but there's going to be an icing here. So with 2:38 left in the second period, Mid Fairfield up 3-0. Goals by O'Neill, Malafis, and Scranton. So Malafis will be at the face-off. He's got Scranton out there with Beck, Zoo, and Klingenstein. So win by Mid Fairfield. Zoo fields off the glass. Shot loose out in front. Oh, the Niagara goalkeeper. It was a rolling puck in the crease, and the Niagara goalkeeper pounces on it to keep Mid Fairfield off the board. So coach will run with the same group here. Win by Malafis over to Zoo. Zoo dumps behind the net. Scranton gives chase into the corner. Big hit by Kai Scranton. Malafis and Scranton working the boards. And so I believe that's Niagara's going to go off for the penalty here. It should be a boarding penalty against Kai Scranton. So Scranton, with the active work along the glass, draws the penalty from Niagara. So Mid Fairfield, for the last 2 minutes or so of the second period, will go on a power play here. So coach brings out his #1 power play unit. So win by Hannah over to Malafis, who slides it over to Heckel. Heckel immediately harassed, gives it over to Ludke. Ludke back to Heckel. Heckel along the blue line, gets it to Malafis, back to Heckel, back to Ludke. Shot, and it's into the stomach of the Niagara goalkeeper. 1:57 left in the second period. 1:41 left in the penalty to Niagara. So Hannah at the face-off position. Win by Mid Fairfield. Heckel now quarterbacking it. Heckel along the blue line, leaves it for Ludke. Ludke slides it over to Ruff, I believe. Heckel back to Ludke. Ludke with a shot. It goes off a couple of players. Ruff now there with the puck. So the Niagara goalkeeper secures the puck. It stops play here. 1:32 left in the second period. 1:16 left in the penalty. So win by Hannah, rolling puck. Lukey up with it. Gets it to Heckel. Back over to Ludke. Heckel now back up with it. Shot! Way wide. The puck goes screaming out of the zone. Heckel forced to retreat. Good penalty kill by Niagara here. Very active. Steal by Niagara. Rough contest. Leaves it for Malafis. Players working the puck along the boards. Malafis just trying to pull it. Puck is loose out in front, but Niagara able to secure it. The puck goes high up into the air. Lukey now forced to retreat. Lukey now skates it through the neutral zone. Gains the zone, but mid-Fairfield forced to retreat. Heckel now back up to Malefus, who loses the handle. Malefus with the steal. Malefus with it on his skate. All right, so that just about, now that did kill the penalty to Niagara. So we're going to be skating 5 aside now, 9 seconds left. All right, so Malefus is going to go off on a penalty here. So mid-Fairfield leaves the power play and now is on the penalty kill. So there's only just under 10 seconds left in this.
I'm on the video here, though. I'm gonna talk to you.
In the second period. So mid-Fairfield's got their penalty killers out.
I can't hear you guys.
Lifted high up in the air by Klingenstein. Scranton gives chase. 4 seconds left. And so that'll kill the second period. And we'll stop play here and take a short break, and mid-Fairfield will be back on the penalty kill in the third period.
We're gonna do an ice cut, right?
Okay, and sorry folks, there is an ice cut, so it's about 10-minute gap or so in between the second and third period.
Yeah. How you doing, all right?
Yeah.
Kev, you doing okay?
Are we off, Kev?
Good. We're off. Okay.
How's the third? How's the battery on the camera? Yeah, we're good.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
No sound. I need to tell.
Puck goes behind Feach. Correa tries to sweep it out. Niagara now with a shot off the player right out in front. Shot goes too high over Feach. So one of the Niagara defensemen had taken a shot, but it went off, I believe, his center, hit him pretty hard right in front of Fage. So 53 seconds left in the penalty to Malefus. We've got Hannah out there with Yoon, Klingenstein, and Heckel. Heckel's pulled down the ice, no call. Heckel now forcing the steal. Braden Heckel up with the puck. He's got Hannah on his wing. Heckel now with a shot and deflected off of Hannah and into the net. Then Fairfield with a short-handed goal. Braden Heckel waits to the last second and slides the puck over to Owen Hannah, who tips it in. Mid Fairfield with a shorty here. 15:48 left in the third period. And I apologize, folks, before I walked away with my phone, which was using the hotspot. So the Wi-Fi left. So sorry about that. So we're Heckel now with the win and forces the puck behind the Niagara goalkeeper. Klingenstein able to force it back into the Niagara zone. 15 seconds left. Niagara enters the mid-Fairfield zone. Shot! It's deflected off of Fage's blocker. Back up with the puck. Blue line to blue line pass. Bounding puck goes in front of the net. It hit off the end board. Fortunately, nobody there from Niagara. Mid-Fairfield avoids one there. Puck behind Fage. Klingenstein up with it. Slides it out. Went from Malefus to Beck. Beck now up with it. Slides it out in front. Tried to have Lutke there for the tap-in. Lutke throws it out to O'Neill. Lutke tries to cross-ice pass, but a nice play by the Niagara player to deny. Zoo turns the puck over at center ice. And here comes Niagara into the mid-Fairfield zone. Toe drag, unable to get a good shot on. Malefus now up with it. Loses the handle. Niagara back up with it, taps back in. Shot on the Fage. And I believe it got through his 5-hole, so at 14:11 left, Niagara forcing the issue on Mid-Fairfield there. So Mid-Fairfield had killed off the penalty, but Fage didn't close the 5-hole quick enough. He's upset with himself. He's thinking he should have had that. But credit the Niagara player for a slick shot. So 14:11 left. Heckel's out there with Vartanian. And Scranton, win by Niagara. Schwarz able to tap back into Vartanian. Vartanian's crunched up against the glass. Puck goes loose off into the corner. Ref stopped the puck off his skate. Scranton now with the puck. Back over to Schwarz, who taps back in. Heckel now up with the puck behind the Niagara goalkeeper. Is in. You pitches up. Another penalty here. I think Coach Letty's over there explaining to Jack why they made the call. So win by Niagara, but Ruff steals the puck. Unable to get it completely out though. Now they finally do. Ruff and Correa able to force the puck out. Correa with a steal. Gets it over to Ruff. But here comes Niagara. And now it's stolen again. Back and forth, the turnovers go. Niagara just throws it in behind Fage. Puck goes whistling around the boards. Klingenstein's there. Correa unable to get a stick on it to force it out. Zoo trying to pinch the puck up along the boards. Gets it to Ruff. And Ruff's got some skating room. Ruff throws the puck into the corner. Races down behind the Niagara goalkeeper. O'Neill comes in, steals the puck. Wastes some time here. The puck goes high up into the air off the netting, off of Niagara's stick. So Mid-Fairfield trying to kill off another penalty here. 12:23 left. 1 minute left in the penalty. The Shores. Neal as the penalty killers. And here comes Niagara in on Faitch! And Faitch rides them out! Saved by Faitch, and he's able to force the puck out. So Niagara with a long pass, but they still have a chance here on the side of Faitch. Still with the puck. Out to their defenseman. Out to the face-off circle. Shot! Way high. And the puck streams out of the Mid-Fairfield zone. Mid-Fairfield goes for a shift change. Malefis with the forecheck. Zoo with the steal and forces it into the Niagara zone, but they're going to be called offside here. So Chris Faitch able to ride out the breakaway. Handle, but Niagara with a couple opportunities there. So Lukey's tied up. Puck goes right back to Niagara. Klingenstein up with the puck. Klingenstein throws it high up into the air into the neutral zone. Niagara back up with it, cross ice pass. Trying to break the Mid-Fairfield press. Shot onto Faitch, is able to stick it aside. Period's done, or sorry, penalty's done, loose out in front of Faitch.
Good job, Chris.
Who's able to secure the puck here. 11-11 left to play in the third period. So Heckel at the face-off, win by Mid-Fairfield, but Niagara with the steal, but then a turnover, and here comes Vartanian, who slides it over to Heckel. Heckel across the blue line, but just an over-eager Mid-Fairfield player causes an offside here. 11:02 left in the third period. So Ruff at the center. He's got Correa out there with Johnson. Ref's unhappy probably about Correa. He turns and warns. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Yoon now forced to retreat off into the corner. Yoon harassed, immediately stolen by Niagara. Niagara back up with the puck out in front. I believe that was Lucas Ruff that got a stick on it to prevent the clean shot. Both teams just trying to get it settled down here. Finally, Niagara back up with the puck. Out to the blue line. Shot. Hits off a couple of players. And the puck was loose. And Niagara was there for the tap-in. So Niagara not going quietly into the night. 10:31 left, and they've got two quick goals on Mid-Fairfield in the third period. Puck was loose in the slot. Niagara players slapped it in.
Go on, Miff.
So Mid-Fairfield with a wake-up call here. Win by Mid-Fairfield. O'Neill back. Taps it over to Zoo. And here comes Scranton with the puck. Scranton gets it over to Malefis off his skate. Malefis still fighting for possession, but steal by Niagara hits the brakes behind their own goalkeeper. Fielded by Zoo. Beck there to clean it up. Beck leaves it for O'Neill. Back and forth, the turnovers go, and here come Niagara. Steal, though, by Malefis, but still unable to get it out. Mid-Fairfield struggling with possession here. Beck now settles it down, dumps it into the Niagara zone. Scranton and Malefis give chase. Oh, stolen by Beck. Leaves it for Heckel, big shot. Unable to get it on net. Puck still loose behind the Niagara goalkeeper. Scranton up with it. Scranton looks cross ice. He's got Malefus there. Quick shot. And right into the stomach of the goalkeeper. So at 9:12 left in the third period. Change out for some fresh legs here. With Fairfield up 4-2, but Niagara with 2 goals in the third period to make this into a game. Hannah with the win. Heckel picks it up, leaves it for Yoon, back to Heckel. Gets it to Scranton. Oh, sorry, Ludke. Puck lost over in the corner. Yoon trying to keep in. Klingenstein now up with it, slides it over to Hannah. Shot! Goalkeeper went for it, unable to secure it. Yoon back up with it. Leaves it for Heckel. Yoon forcing the issue, trying to keep it in. Klingenstein and Heckel trying to prevent the puck from going to the mid-Fairfield zone now. Coming out in this third period. Klingenstein now up with the puck, skates by one player. Oh, tried to leave it for Hannah. And now Niagara is going to have some numbers here out in front of Fage. And a nice save by Fage who rides them out. Niagara hunting a goal behind Fage out in front. Out to their defenseman. Blue line pass, shot on the ice. It goes a little wide. Mid-Fairfield struggling here. Shot to the near side. And Mid-Fairfield's just going to 35. Niagara with a couple opportunities here. So we've got Ruff and Correa out there with Johnston. I believe Schwartz and O'Neill. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Gets it out. Johnston now across center ice. Dumps it in. Johnston still harassing the Niagara player. Still a loose puck behind the Niagara goalkeeper. Nice stick lift. Puck turned over at the blue line, but Niagara gains the zone. And a shot over Fage's head into the netting. Team in the third period. And Correa just throws it down. Niagara player there deflected off of another Niagara player who was able to get a shot on Fage, who's able to absorb it into his stomach and glove it. 6:12 left to play the third period. Win by Malefus. Yoon throws it over, tries to get it to Scranton, who does. Scranton gets it out of the zone, leaves it for Beck, but I think there's going to be an icing there. So 6:01 left in the third period. Back into the mid-Fairfield zone we go. So Malefus at the face-off. He's got Scranton out there and Beck. Win by Niagara. Out to their defenseman along the ice, up into the air. Fage gets a stick on. Tries to hit Hannah. Yoon now pinches in, keeps the puck in, shot. Schwartz now pinches in to try to keep the puck in, is thrown down to the ice. Steal by Mid-Fairfield. Ludke now up with it, hits the brakes. Ruff now up with it, out in front to Correa. Ludke now back up with it. One of the Niagara players minus a stick, out in front, loose, still out in front. And Niagara just throws it the length of the ice. And that'll be an icing, so 3:20 left. So even though he hasn't scored in this game, Lucas Ruff is definitely one of the 3 stars. Just played an outstanding game. The face-off, battling for 50-50 pucks. Ruff ties up the player from Niagara. Niagara able to get it out. Gets by O'Neill, shot! Misses the net. Niagara taps back in. Page is able to get it to the side, shot! Off of Schwartz. Puck in the corner, battling for possession. Breaks. Back to Johnston, who leaves it for Zoo. Zoo back to Johnston. Zoo cross ice to Schwartz. Schwartz dumps it into the corner. Heckel comes out. Puck is loose. Schwartz on with Malefus. Malefus tries for the steal. Niagara back up with it. Puck still. Puck squirts off of Zoo's stick. Zoo circles around, gets it to Heckel. Oh, Heckel now up with it behind the goalkeeper. Out to Klingenstein. Klingenstein shot on the ice, and beautiful tip in by Yanni Malefus to put Mid-Fairfield up 5-2 late. Klingenstein with a shot along the ice, and Malefus there for the tip-in. Goalkeeper from Niagara, I don't even think saw Malefus there until the very end. So Yanni Malefus with his 2nd goal of the game puts Mid-Fairfield up safely here, 5-2. 1:02 left in the 3rd period. So Malefus is out there with Heckel and Scranton, Klingenstein and Yoon. Niagara tries to get it into the Mid-Fairfield zone. And there's going to be an icing on Mid-Fairfield. 50 seconds left. Hannah at the face-off by Mid-Fairfield. Or sorry, by Niagara loose. A nice play by Hannah to steal the puck. Puck behind the Yoon with the steal. Leaves it for Klingenstein. Back over to he skates it. Klingenstein pinches in. And there's going to be an offside on Niagara here. So 8 seconds left in the game. Fairfield up 5-2. So win by Niagara. Shot. It's gloved by Faich, who fields it, drops it. And that's it, folks. So Mid-Fairfield with a win here, 5-2 over Niagara in the opening game of this Buffalo series. And we'll see you back at 4:15 when Mid-Fairfield faces off against Avalanche. So have a good day, and we'll see you later.